Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're doing a really focused exploration, looking at a whole stack of research about, well, the humble grapefruit.
That's right. And the material we've got frames it not just as, something for breakfast. It's presented more as this holistic powerhouse
A powerhouse. How
for
so?
cleansing, energizing, really fundamentally supporting the body.
Mm,
So our goal today isn't just listing vitamins. It's about unpacking the mechanisms,
yeah.
the specific compounds, the enzymes that give grapefruit this, frankly, impressive reputation.
Exactly. Because if you only think, oh, grapefruit vitamin C, you're missing, well, a lot of the picture. Our read on this research highlights just how dense it is with antioxidants, bioflavonoids, these natural enzymes
Mhm.
that seem to support everything from, say, liver detox to like cellular vitality.
Hmm.
We want to show you why adding this fruit could be a major shortcut to better
But
wellness.
also, and this is crucial,
Yes,
where the critical line is, especially regarding consumption and certain medications. We absolutely have to cover that.
definitely. Okay, let's unpack this then, starting with the hard facts. We know grapefruit is nutrient dense, sure, but let's talk synergy.
Good starting point.
So yeah, 1 cup of segments gives you a massive 100% of your daily vitamin C. We all know that's good for immunity.
Right, the classic benefit.
But the material really emphasizes how important it is that this vitamin C acts alongside all the bioflavonoids that are also in there.
That synergy is key. Bioflavonoids, they're kind of the unsung heroes here. They're plant pigments, and they basically maximize how effective that vitamin C is, how well your body absorbs it.
Ah, okay. So it's not just the amount of vitamin C.
Exactly. It's how available it is to your body. And beyond that immune boost, that same cup gives you about 50% of your vitamin A needs.
Which is great for eyes, skin.
Yep, essential stuff. Plus, you get these crucial structural components too.
Right, like 4 grams of fiber, that's pretty good for digestion, and a solid 350 milligrams of potassium.
See, now we're talking metabolic boost, not just, popping a vitamin pill.
It feels more holistic.
And this is where it gets really interesting, beyond the basics. We need to zoom in on two specific kinds of antioxidant compounds. First, you've got the carotenoids, things like lycopene.
Like in tomatoes.
Exactly, lycopene, especially in the red and pink grapefruit, and beta-carotene, like in carrots. These are major players in protecting your cell membranes.
Okay, familiar territory.
No.
What else?
The compound that really seems to set grapefruit apart,
Mm-hmm.
based on the research on its metabolic effects, is a flavonoid called naringin.
Naringin, okay.
The study suggests naringin is kind of the driving force behind some of grapefruit's most potent actions, especially around how your body handles sugar and regulates metabolism.
Hmm.
We'll definitely circle back to the specifics of naringin when we talk internal health, because it seems to be a really influential agent in, well, your body's chemistry.
Right. This is where it gets really interesting for me. How do those specific things, the lycopene, the bioflavonoids, and this naringin, actually translate into tangible, like everyday health benefits?
Well, the research we looked at sort of breaks it down into 6 core pillars,
Yeah.
starting with detoxification.
Detox, okay.
Yeah, that cleansing action is a huge theme in all the source material. It's like this beautifully designed two-phase cleaning crew.
2 phases.
Phase 1 is basically mechanical. You got the high water content, the fiber,
Mm-hmm.
that just promotes efficient digestion, regularity, naturally clearing stuff out through the gut.
So like a natural internal sweep up.
Precisely. Then phase 2 is more chemical. This is where the enzymes and that high level of citric acid come in.
Ah, the acidity.
Yeah. These compounds seem to actively stimulate the liver, specifically supporting its detoxification pathways. So when your liver gets this support from these natural enzymes, it just gets more efficient at processing waste, neutralizing harmful stuff.
Right. Which the fiber then helps carry out.
You got it. The two phases work together.
Yeah. Okay. Moving from cleansing to regulation, let's talk metabolic health, heart health. Because everyone's looking for natural ways to help with weight management, right? And this is where that old grapefruit diet idea maybe gets some real grounding in research. It absolutely does. I mean, first off, it's low calorie, high in fiber and water, so it helps you feel full longer. That's satiety.
Standard weight loss helper.
True, but some clinical studies found something more specific. There's research suggesting that just eating half a grapefruit before meals might actually aid weight loss and even help manage lipid profiles.
Really? Just half a grapefruit.
Seems so. And the material suggests this isn't just about feeling full. It seems related to that improved insulin response we mentioned earlier.
Wait, hold on. We just talked about fiber and vitamin C, pretty
Yeah.
common things for weight loss diets. What makes this naringin compound unique enough for the research to point to this specific insulin sensitivity role?
That's a really good question because naringin is where the real nuance lies. The theory is that naringin acts kind of like a signaling compound in your body.
Signaling what?
It helps make your cells more sensitive to insulin. So basically, it helps your body use insulin more effectively to pull glucose out of your bloodstream and into your cells for energy.
Ah, okay. That's more than just feeling full then.
Exactly. It's a crucial finding because it means grapefruit isn't just about cutting calories. It might be about actively improving your metabolic efficiency, when you make it a regular part of your diet.
And that kind of strong internal regulation, I guess that feeds directly into heart health too. Tell us how that specific combo of potassium and lycopene protects the heart.
Yeah, the material highlights them as this powerful team. Potassium, for instance, acts like a natural counterbalance to sodium.
Right, helps with blood pressure.
It does. It helps relax blood vessel walls, which assists in balancing blood pressure. Meanwhile, you've got lycopene, that potent red pigment we talked about,
The antioxidant.
a real heavy hitter antioxidant. It seems to work specifically by reducing the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol.
Why is oxidized LDL bad?
Because oxidized LDL is highly inflammatory, and it's a major contributor to plaque buildup in your arteries. So, by reducing that oxidation, grapefruit seems to offer some pretty substantial vascular protection.
Wow. Okay, so these 6 pillars, immunity, detox, digestion, weight management, blood sugar regulation, and heart health, they're all fundamentally linked by just a handful of compounds working together synergistically.
That's the picture the research paints, a really comprehensive approach.
Yeah, it is. And it shows the benefits aren't just random. They seem kind of built into the fruit's chemistry.
Exactly.
So if you're listening and thinking, okay, I'm going to make grapefruit a staple, you really need to know which type to choose. Because the varieties offer totally different tastes and maybe even slightly different benefits, right? They're not all the same.
That's absolutely right. The choice really depends on what you're aiming for, maybe maximum detox power, or perhaps you just want something less bitter.
Let's break down the key ones mentioned in the sources. First up, the classic ruby red.
Familiar one.
Sweet, yeah, but still has that nice little tartness. And crucially, this one is supposed to be the richest in lycopene.
Right. So maximum antioxidant power, cell protection benefit.
And there's the white grapefruit, the original, right?
The OG, yeah.
And according to the research, this one is the most tangy, the most acidic. It's often specifically mentioned in detox protocols.
Because it has that potent concentration of the enzymes and citric acid needed for that sort of intense liver stimulation we talked about.
So if you want maximum cleansing power, maybe white is the way to go.
That's what the sources suggest. But that leads us to a really nice counterpoint. The Oro Blanco.
Ah, yes, the white gold.
It's a hybrid, actually, a cross between a grapefruit and a pomelo. And it was developed specifically to reduce that bitterness.
That's a
Milder.
Much milder, sweet, mild flavor profile. So for listeners who, appreciate the benefits but just cannot handle the intense tang of the white or even the ruby red.
Like me, maybe.
Well, the Oro Blanco could be that perfect, accessible, zero bitterness entry point.
Good to know. And the sources also briefly mention pink and the star ruby varieties.
Yeah, both great all-rounders, fantastic for juicing, salads, that kind of thing.
So the takeaway is, pick your grapefruit for your purpose. Ruby red for heart health and antioxidants, white for maybe a bigger detox kick, and Oro Blanco for just pleasant, mild enjoyment.
Nicely summed up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, moving beyond just eating it. Grapefruit isn't only for consumption. The sources frame it as this multifaceted tool for holistic wellness. It goes from the kitchen right into the bathroom cabinet. That versatility kind of surprised me.
It makes sense, though, those internal benefits like the high vitamin C boosting collagen production inside.
Right.
They naturally extend to external use because the fruit also contains these powerful fruit acids, alpha-hydroxy acids, or AHAs and enzymes that can work on the skin.
Okay, let's look at some quick recipes and applications suggested in the material. In the kitchen, we're talking enhancing flavor while cleansing. The research highlights this grapefruit morning cleanser juice. Sounds intense. It pairs grapefruit with cucumber, green apple, and a bit of ginger.
That ginger gives it a nice kick, and the combination really aims to boost that detox power.
Or, for something maybe savory, there's a citrus detox salad. Uses ruby red grapefruit segments with mixed greens, avocado, and a simple olive oil honey dressing.
And think about that combination.
Yeah.
Lycopene from the grapefruit, healthy fats from the avocado, potassium. It's a perfect example of that synergy the sources keep emphasizing.
Good point. Okay, now externally. Using the fruit acids to freshen up the skin.
Exactly. The material includes a really neat suggestion, the Grapefruit Glow Toner. Simple stuff. Distilled water, fresh grapefruit juice, and some witch hazel.
How does that work?
The natural acids gently exfoliate, which can help brighten and tone skin that looks maybe a bit dull or tired.
Interesting. And for something maybe a bit more involved, the research also suggested a scrub for firmness.
Yeah, the grapefruit cellulite scrub. It mixes coconut oil, sugar for the physical exfoliation, and then grapefruit juice, or even grapefruit essential oil.
And you just massage it in.
Right. The idea is the sugar scrubs and the enzymes in the grapefruit might help promote smoother, maybe firmer-looking skin texture.
And finally, we can even use the smell, right, with a detox bath soak.
Absolutely. Combine Epsom salts, some grapefruit zest, and a few drops of the essential oil. You get potential detoxification through the skin from the salts, plus that really invigorating citrus aroma for a mood lift.
Wow, the versatility is pretty impressive, I have to say.
It really is. But this brings us to probably the most critical point in our entire deep dive today.
Okay.
Given those powerful compounds we've been discussing especially, that Naringen, we absolutely must address the caveats because Naringen is so biologically active.
Uh-oh.
It is known and very significant drug interactions.
Okay, that is vital advice. What specific warnings do the notes give about medications?
The material is extremely clear on this. Grapefruit or grapefruit juice can interact with certain medications. And not in a small way, it can dramatically increase how much of the drug gets absorbed or how potent it becomes in your bloodstream.
Which could lead to dangerous side effects.
Potentially very dangerous side effects, yes. The notes specifically call out common prescriptions, including statins, those are the cholesterol-lowering drugs, and also certain blood pressure medicines. But there are others too.
That's a really serious risk.
It's absolutely non-negotiable. If you are listening and you are on any prescription medication, you must check with your doctor or your pharmacist before you start incorporating grapefruit regularly, especially juice, which is concentrated.
Okay, message received. That potency is what makes it useful, but also requires serious caution.
Exactly. And what about the external use? If I use that glow toner you mentioned, am I safe to just, go out in the sun?
Good question. No, not without caution. The sources are very clear here, too. Topical use comes with a warning. Those same compounds in grapefruit can increase photosensitivity.
Meaning more susceptible to sunburn.
Significantly more vulnerable to UV rays and sunburn, yes. So if you use any topical grapefruit remedy, that toner, the scrub, whatever, you absolutely must avoid direct sunlight afterwards.
For how long?
The sources don't specify an exact time, but the advice is clear. Avoid sun exposure and be really diligent about applying a high SPF sunscreen afterwards. That same enzymatic power that brightens the skin also leaves it vulnerable.
Right. Okay. Important safety notes there. So wrapping this up then, what does this all mean? Our deep dive seems to strongly validate grapefruit as this highly effective, really multifaceted tool.
Yeah, it looks like it. A natural detoxifier, a beautifier, a comprehensive internal regulator.
Whether you eat it, juice it, or put it on your skin, the research suggests it offers deep nourishment. Provided you respect its potency, and most importantly, check those critical medication interactions first.
Absolutely.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, grapefruit serves as this really exceptional model for holistic wellness, doesn't it? It's that dual action power of compounds like lycopene and naringen. They seem to work simultaneously to regulate essential internal systems, helping with blood sugar, protecting the cardiovascular system, while also having compounds that can be used externally to benefit the skin.
A natural regulator and beautifier, all in one package.
Indeed. It really encapsulates that intersection of nutrition and wellness. So my final thought for you, the listener, to maybe explore is this. If you decide to incorporate grapefruit, perhaps try an experiment. Maybe try a week using the white grapefruit, aiming for that maximum detoxification the sources talk about. Just see how you feel. Then, maybe the next week, switch entirely to the Oro Blanco, that sweet, mild pomelo hybrid.
To compare.
Exactly. See if you can still notice some of those positive metabolic effects, but without any of that intense bitterness. Experiencing that distinct difference between perhaps the most powerful and the most pleasant variety.
Yeah.
That could be the next step in really appreciating what this fruit can offer.
Interesting challenge. Go taste the difference. Thanks for breaking all that down.
My pleasure. It's a fascinating fruit.